everybody. Here I am going to guide you how to create a Maven project and then how to manage dependency. Maven is nothing but a plugin. We use it to manage jar files in our Java project. Instead of adding jar files to external libraries manually, you can do it using Maven. So before that, you need to check whether Maven is already installed in your Eclipse or not. Else you have to download it from Marketplace. Let me show you. This is the Eclipse Marketplace. You have to go here. Then here you will check. Let it open. Yeah. You will see here, like in the installed tab, you will find M2E. Let it open. Give me a second. It's taking bit time. Yeah. In install, you will find. One second. Okay, you will here check like whether Maven is installed in your Eclipse or not. Else you can source it from here by typing the name, something like Maven. You will get number of logins. Out of those, you have to find out which one is useful for you. So I have installed here M2E, that is Maven to Eclipse. Maven integration for Eclipse. My Eclipse version is Luna, so I am using something like that, Maven integration for Eclipse. So unless until you install this, in my version it was automatically installed before, so I don't need to install it again. But if your version don't have that Maven integrated, then you have to do it. Once it is done, what you will do, you will come here and in your workplace you will right click, then new, then project. Here search for Maven. Here you will get Maven. If it is not installed, you will not get this folder here. So under that you have to select Maven project. Then next. Here simply click on next. Here it will find out all Maven related artifact, add all those files. So you don't need to select anyone. You have to just click next. Here you have to give the group ID and artifact ID. Artifact ID will become your package name, and under that sub package will become your group ID, and these things are needed when you will do dependency management. That I will show you later. Let me give some name like my project. Then artifact ID is all projects, suppose. Then here you don't need to select anything. Okay, remove this, you don't need it, package name. So go ahead, finish. Now I am showing you, here you have newly created Maven project. How I know that it's a Maven project? Because you will find a AM symbol just above to the package name. You can see here, right? So, and most important part of this project is the POM file. This is the auto-generated file. When you are creating a Maven project, then automatically this file gets generated. Here we have to put our new jar files, group ID and artifact ID and version. Then we have to only say, then it will automatically download, means Maven automatically download it from a central repository to your local repository. That central external repository is hosted on the web. So let me this is the project structure, default project structure. It will be, I was saying like that artifact ID will become the project name, and under that sub project having my project, which was the group id I have given you. You can see here like that, and this is the structure. You can change this structure, no issue. But most important thing we are going to learn here is the POM XML file, how it helps to manage jar files. So I have opened the pom.xml file. So in pom xml file you will find number of tabs like dependencies, dependency hierarchy, effective pom, all these stuffs. And this is JUnit having version 3.8.1. this is already installed, auto installed. This jar file automatically added to your project. This is a feature added with Maven already, that's why it's automatically downloading and putting it in your local repository. Maven don't do anything extraordinary. It does only what it copy, or it takes the jar files from the central repository and put a copy of it in your local repository. It creates a local repository. Okay, let me show you Maven dependencies. Here it has created a local repository at this location of your system and put this jar file over there. This much only, very simple. So let me open pom.xml file. Here you can see the dependency for JUnit 3.8.1 is already added. So suppose going forward, what you will need, suppose you are going to write Selenium code, so you need to add a Selenium dependency here, and this is very simple. You can get this artifact ID, version ID, all these things from a website, that is Maven central repository. There you need to only search, like suppose you want to Selenium, so just go and search. Here we will get number of things. This is the jar file you use. You have to know that which jar file you need for your project, then only you can search it from here. So double click, click here. This is 2.4.0, this version or latest version of Selenium. You can just copy the dependency from here and put this inside the dependencies tab as this. So this is new dependency I have added to my project. Then what you need to do, you just only need to control and S save. Very simple. And here you can see it's downloading. What it's doing, it's downloading all jar files from the central repository and putting it in your local repository. So now you can see it. Give me a second, I'm showing you. So once you do that, what you need to do is, you have to only once so this is giving parent. Let me search it again. All 64. Suppose 2.4.43. This one. Let me take it. This is the same one. It should download it. Something wrong here. That's why it's creating a problem. Same missing artifact.hq Selenium self-parent jar. Okay, let me try one thing. First let me show you. This is the JUnit. Okay, we are using just JUnit. Let's try to download the latest one, whether it's doing that or not. If it is doing that, then it should do for Selenium as well. So this is JUnit, all version. Currently we have 3.8.1 in our system, so I need to upgrade it. So I go here and search, then I got a alpha version like 4.10, so I need to download that one to my local repository. So what I did, copy this one, paste this one here, then control save. Here you can see build workspace. It's creating the workspace, means it's putting those jar files to my local repository. Let's see, it's done. So it should have updated this one to 4.10. Got it? This is how it works. It downloaded. You don't have to do going forward. If suppose new version like 4.11 we saw here, right? Suppose 4.12 get released alpha version, then you need to only change the 4.12 this version ID and control save. Sorry, save. Then you will get the all jar files in your local repository. Then you can work with those. You can use all classes and interfaces all which are inside that jar file. Okay, this is all about dependency management using Maven. This same thing we are using in case of our Selenium. We are putting Selenium here. I don't know why it did not work, so I have to try that one. But you can see like this, it should work like this. I have already used for Selenium as well. I can show you here. This is one POM file I am using in my another project. Here you can see I have added, yes, this is the okay. We are adding a wrong artifact ID, means we are selecting a wrong jar file. That's why it was creating problem. Let me source this one. Yeah, this time I think it should work. 440. Let me take this and add this in my jar file, means which one we created just before some time. Yeah, this all project. So here pom.xml, go here dot this dependency, add this and save. It's downloading. It will take some time because under this jar file we have number of under this dependency or artifact ID we have number of jar files, so it will take some time. Yeah, it's done. Now you can see number of jar files added to my library. This is how Maven works, nothing else. So you can use it wherever you are adding jar file. It may be a Java project or in any other project, you can use Maven. Means you can integrate this to your Eclipse and you can use it to manage the jar files. This much. Thank you. Sorry.